right, man. Let's talk about Rayo Venezuela. Somebody posted a funny thing, but Rayo called out Rayo, whatever you want to be called, no disrespect. Uh he called out Gervonta Tank Davis, and somebody posted something saying he fit the criteria for a tank opponent. Now you gotta remember he got knocked out by a late replacement, Edwin De Los Santos, by the way, too. I don't think he was taking that dude serious. But nonetheless, it's hard to shake a reputation when you get knocked out even by a puncher, and people start calling you a chinny. Even if you got knocked out by a puncher, it's one thing to think if you got knocked out by a guy who couldn't punch. Then okay, cool. But like Nate Campbell said, man, he told Mike Jones. I remember who Mike Jones was, the boxer that you know big welterweight back in the day, and he was fighting Randall Bailey for a title, IBF title. All right, he was trained by Floyd Singer too. He said one day he was talking to him before this happened, before he fought Randall Bailey. He was bragging to Nate about how he never been just dropped or stopped, and Nate told him, Nate was saying, he told him, if you hang around this game long enough, you gonna get dropped, you gonna get stopped. Um, you know, uh, and that's the honest truth. And that's the honest truth. And Randall Bailey stopped him with one punch. He stopped him with one punch. So, uh, that tend to happen. That tend to happen. So, um, but Jose Venezuela Tank, let's get it on, man. Let's get the people a great show. Right? You would think he'd be trying to march towards a title or whatever, right? So shout out to Keith Idek. He said, everything happens for a reason. Venezuela told Showtime's Jim Gray in the ring. I got to thank God. I was patient, but I beat him twice now. And I agree with that. This was a title eliminator. I want to fight for a title. Tank, let's get it on, man. Let's get the people what they want. So what title eliminator this was for? Hold on. The Intercontinental IHOP / Denny's / Rams Horn title of the world. So Cobra was ranked number 7, Venezuela ranked number 9 in the WBA. It had to be for WA since he called him out Stanky Tanky. So he said, I think I'm ready. Venezuela said, I put my heart, my soul into this, and I beat Cobra twice. I think I deserve it. You ain't go back and go beat up Edwin De Los Santos though, but at this point his stock at an all-time low. So he said, I don't think the fans want to see that Venezuela. I beat him twice, talking about rematch with Cobra. I'm grateful for him giving me the rematch, but I don't think they want to see that. I mean, you thinking ask, put a poll up. But yeah, I don't think he need to fight him again anyway. Okay. That's just my opinion on it. So I don't think he need to do that again anyway. But somebody post some funny shit real quick. Hold on. Somebody posted something real funny. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. So this shit is funny right here. So it says fits all the criteria to fight Tank. No pay-per-view fights. Mexican, flat-footed, chinny. Yup, he got next. Jose Venezuela. So this was funny to me, man. Mad funny to me. You know. But as far as the actual fight go, Venezuela's a tall guy. I think 5'10", 70-inch arms. I think, quite frankly, I think he would benefit if we being real. I think he would benefit probably from moving up in weight. Them lanky guys, they tend to be a little bit chinny. them long necks and them, they tend to be chinny. They taller, you know, they taller. But but to me, I think he might benefit from moving up in weight. I think he might. And let me see how old he is. Let's see. So he's only 24. So he might still benefit from moving up in weight. Southpaw, um, 24. Um, I like the Everlast shoes too. I think he might be benefit moving up in weight. I think he a little bit don't seem like he kind of remind me of Devin Haney at 35. Lower body don't seem as sturdy as it can be. That cut probably cutting from his legs. That cut probably hurting him from his legs. Another thing, Cobra don't seem to have no steady legs. Neither he seem to be another awkward, like, seem like he don't have a steady base. But Tank is gonna welcome a guy like him. That's especially he fought Cobra the high he fought Cobra, being aggressive, coming forward, marching forward. Maybe he catch Tank. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he catch Tank. Maybe he catch him. Maybe he catches him. You know, maybe he catch Tank. But I think with him, he would need to box Tank, then try to close the gap and knock Tank out. You know, that'd be my thing. I want to, can he box? Tuck his chin, stick behind his jab, use a check hook, shoot the straight left hand. Can he box? But if he come forward, it's gonna be an explosive fight. But the more he come forward, just the more Tank got the advantage being a shorter arm fighter. His punches should get there first, and probably being a faster fighter. But it's a good fight. I don't think it's a pay-per-view fight. I would like to see Venezuela get some more exposure, but I watch. I ain't gonna cap. I watch. I like to see him fight Frank Martin. I like to see him get his get back versus De Los Santos. But that Raymond Murtella kid, he really good. Zepeda, Cruz, Oscar, not the rat, excuse me. But it's some guys there. Some guys there. Tevin Farmer, that'd be an interesting fight for him. I think it's too soon for a Floyd Schofield type of fight. George Cambosos. I mean, it's some good work out here. Some good work. It's real good work. You know. But him and Tank, I mean, shit, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. But I like to see him just get a little bit more exposure. That's what I like to see him do, just to get a little bit more exposure. Just a little bit. You know. But beating up De Los Santos, probably coming off the loss, ain't probably what they looking to do. It probably ain't what they looking to do. Coming off a loss, yeah, I don't think that's what they looking to do. So I feel it. But we have to wait and see. But yeah, him and Tank, I watched that. But I think he got a box Tank. He got a box him side to side, feints, stay behind the jab. And Benavidez Senior, Jose, he seemed to train more aggressive styles. He had to get in there and try to make Tank come to him. And if he gonna walk Tank down, it's gonna sound wild what I'm about to say. No pause though. But he got to do what Rolly did until Rolly, made the mistake. And Rolly kept good distance between him and Tank. And Rolly kept Tank at the end of his shots. Rolly, he got undisciplined and it cost him the fight. He squared up. He just couldn't sit and wait no more. And he took the bait, and Tank knew he was gonna take the bait. With Jose Venezuela, um, he got to, if he gonna come forward, he gotta control distance. Now, what he did versus Cobra, he knew Cobra couldn't hurt him. Tank can. So that distance is gonna be key, even if he boxing on the back foot or even though he on the front foot. But he do know if they rob Colbert for you, if they rob you against Colbert, they rob you versus Tank. So at some point, he can box well, but at some point he going to take it to Tank. I think, is he capable of beating Tank? I mean, any given night. I like his tools, but I'm not sure he got the right coach to carry out the game plan. They have to box. He has to box early on, and I think Tank could get him. I think Tank could get him, but Rayo's a good fighter. But this fight at 140, it might be a different ball game. I think he'd be a lot more sturdier, a lot more stronger, a lot more crisp. But I just think Tank a little bit too much. So I think he control his distance versus Tank. Keep that straight left jab and Tank face, man. And box and do some things I haven't seen him do consistently. Then yeah, he got a chance. But I think if he closed the gap and he maintain the right distance, one punch is probably gonna end him. So, but I think it's hard to call him Cheney when he got knocked out by a puncher in Jose and Edwin De Los Santos, especially as a late replacement. But yeah, I like to see him and Frank Martin fight next. That'd be a good one. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Peace.